I'm excited. I kind of been trying to guess and figure out what kind of octagon collar will be, but I know that after my fight is the first fight, so it'll be covered in Deiveson Figueiredo's blood, so it'll be red.
July 11th, 2009, I was at UFC 100, fighting in my, was that fourth fight in the UFC?
July 2009, I was working at one of the wrestling camps as an instructor, as a counselor, almost like babysitting kids.
We just graduated high school. Oh, who was it? It was Lesnar versus Mir, right? Mm-hmm. George St. Pierre versus Alvarez. And who else? There's another title fight on that bad boy.
John Fitch, Paulo Tiago.
Oh, Paulo Tiago.
Dan Henderson, Bisping.
Dan Henderson, was that a title fight? No, that was just a regular fight, yeah. Was that the one that he got his logo from that fight, right?
I think it's around that.
Yeah.
That was the first experience that I had, really like being on a card with all the, fighters that I kind of was a fan of and stuff like that at the time.
I was like 13 years old.
So where were you at 13 and what were you doing?
I was playing hockey.
So was hockey your first sport before MMA?
Yeah.
And then when did you first get into MMA?
When I was 17 years old. Like 18 years old.
UFC 200, I was at UFC 200, and I got to fight Takanori Gomi. When I got into the sport of MMA, he was the #1 lightweight on the planet, and the opportunity to share the octagon with him was it was amazing, and was able to go out there and dominate him and get the TKO pretty quickly.
Yeah, 2016 I was the champion of the WSOF, definitely pursuing a career in MMA.
UFC 200, I had, I fought for my belt at the end of 2015, so 2016 I was lost my belt and hungry to get it back, and that's where I was at. I was in the middle of the mix, and I still, I still have that passion. Still share it even from 2016 to now. So
UFC 200, July, couple weeks before my birthday. That was a cool one. Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo. I remember that. I think I was in Vegas actually. I think I was a guest fighter. I think I was actually out here. I think I was actually out here for UFC 200. Now that I think about it, going back, I'm like, yeah, I think I was actually out here.
I'm very excited and fortunate to open up such an amazing card with amazing athletes on the card as well. But to be the opener, that says a lot about what the UFC thinks about what I can do with this fight. Get people in their seats early on.
They're gonna see the best knockout ever.
I'm looking to have a very similar result here this weekend at UFC 300. Go out, win dominantly, and keep my streak of getting finishes.
To be part of such a monumental and historic card is huge for me, for my career, for my family, for my coaches, for the sport, and especially to be, fighting for the BMF belt against a guy like Max Holloway, and you don't get this opportunity if the company doesn't respect what you do. And, ultimately I want to earn the respect of the company and my fellow peers, and I think I've done just that.
UFC 300, I'm going to be in the octagon, and it is going to be violent, so make sure you guys tune in.